What is going on, my friends? Welcome back to the lounge once again. John here, glad to be with you guys as always, and I appreciate every single one of you. And thank you guys so much for subscribing and joining us at the lounge, having conversations and all that good stuff. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at Lounge with John, and also check out our website at loungingwithjohn.com. For that said, let's get this show on the road and get another wonderful podcast started right now.
Now, that is a very sensitive subject.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. D-block, 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 D-block. La da 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 da.
Don't bring that drama bullshit.
Bringing you that raw, uncensored street shit. Don't get it
About
fucked
the
up.
drama.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. D-block, D-block, D-block. La da 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 da.
Hey yo, the flow is here, the dough is here. They gon' call this the hardest remix of the year. The wrist is sickle, the 9 is nickel. The inside tan, the outer pickle. You running your mouth, I'm getting you jawed.
So don't get that shit fucked up.
Fucked up.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Glad to be here with you guys once again, as always. It's always my pleasure to be able to bring you guys great entertainment to the best of my abilities. Sometimes it might be boring, sometimes you might be like, this sucks. But you know what? I don't think it does. Because I'm seeing people reacting to some of the different things that I've talked about. I've even seen people actually change some of the things that they even do because of the things that I talk about. Whether it's about motivation or support, or about helping others, or going through them struggles, or trying to change something in your life. A lot of you have came to me and told me that I've helped you. And you gotta know that that means more to me than anything else in this world. When I can help somebody else change their life for the better, I know that I have done a good deed for the day. Now, I know a lot of people might hear a lot of things, and you might be one of them people that's never joined us before at the lounge, ever. But that one time that you do, that one time that you actually stop listening to others and listen to your own heart and go your own direction, like what you like. Listen, in this life, we're either one or the other. We are either leaders or followers. And you know what? I'm not saying it's bad to be a follower. But I'll tell you what, I am super, super proud to be a leader. And that doesn't mean I'm stepping up as if I lead everybody in the world. But I am a leader because I see so many people that have been inspired by the things that I've done or said or presented, because that's what it's about, guys. It is not about listening to others to make your own choices. We see it happen all the time. Some of the channels across YouTube, you'll see some of the YouTubers that run the channel acting as if they're on top of the world, and you've got to follow them, because if you don't, you're wrong. You got to believe what they believe, because if you don't, you're wrong. Well, let me tell you something, my friends. When you're here at the lounge, you don't got to believe everything that I believe. You don't got to follow everything that I follow. You are free here. You are free to make your own choices. You are free to voice your opinion, because that's the way it should be. You should not be judged because you don't like something that I do. You should not be judged because you have a friend that I don't like, or you have a friend that I don't agree with. Listen, we all have our own opinions, And we all have our own personal preference. But it doesn't mean your personal preference should get in the way of being friends with other people. And I really, really feel that today is so much different than what it used to be. I'm not saying that I'm old, but a lot of you are younger than me. And you come from a different generation than I do. Growing up as a child, I went through many, many challenges. But I've also learned a lot of good lessons. Some of the things that I talk about, I get told that it's wisdom. Some of the messages that I deliver, I sit back, guys, and I listen to my own podcast. And some might say, that's not normal. Why would you listen to your own podcast? And I'm going to tell you why. Because when I'm talking to you, I am delivering a message to help you. And sometimes I might talk about a topic that really interests me. And I'll sit back and I'll listen to that same podcast over. And it'll help me. And I know when you can do that, when you can listen and sit back and follow what you say, and it still help you, that it means more than just being a podcast or a message. And I won't lie, I get messages, people laughing, or trying to make fun of the whole podcast thing that I do or the series that I create. Ha ha ha, John, you're a loser. John, you think anybody really cares? Well, yeah, I do think people really care. But what I've learned in my life is that sometimes, and I know this is hard to say, I know it is, but sometimes you gotta stop thinking about what people are thinking about you. Because as soon as we stop and we focus on all these things that people say to us, the negative things and what they think we need to do and all this, that is when we are allowing them to control our life. We are pretty much sitting in the driver's seat, but taking our hands off the wheel and letting them do the steering for us. And that doesn't work out. Eventually, what happens? Eventually, you're going to crash. Because think about it. You've got your momentum pushing your life. But as you're pushing, and you've got some control, you're letting them take control of what matters the most. What direction you're headed. It doesn't matter if you're going fast and you're working hard to do everything in your life, or if you're doing it at a steady pace. That doesn't matter. If they are in control of it, if they are in control of your direction, that's what's going to happen. So what we got to do sometimes is we got to stop paying attention to it. Because it's doing us no good. It's getting us absolutely nowhere, is it? And I've realized that. It took me a long time. It took me a very long time to realize that. Partially because of my own faults. Actually, because of all of my own faults. Because I allowed people to take control of my life. And if that is what you are doing today, then you need to stop. Stop letting others run your life. Take care of you. When you start taking care of yourself and you start paying attention to your own life and what is mostly important, the things that matter the most, your integrity, your self-esteem, your beliefs, your love. When you start doing all that on your own, I guarantee it, with certainty, I guarantee it with certainty that your life will be better. I made mistakes in my life. Haven't you? We all have. Any man that can stand up, or any person that can stand up and say, no, I've never made a mistake. I can also guarantee you with certainty that they are a coward and they are lying. Not to us, but to themselves. Let me ask you something. What would you think is worse? Lying to others or lying to yourself? Some might find this hard to believe, but I'm going to tell you right now. If you can lie to yourself, then you can lie to the whole world. If you can cheat yourself, then you can cheat everybody else. If you can allow your self-esteem to be destroyed, it makes it easier for you not to care about others. Now, I'm not saying that if you've got a low self-esteem that you don't care about people. But what I'm saying is that when you stop caring about yourself is when you stop caring about the world. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see you live that way. I want to see you put your hands back on the wheel and drive yourself. Take control of your life and say, this is it. I have had enough. I am tired of this life that I'm living, and I know that I can do better. The moment where you can stand up and look in the mirror and say, you know what? You are smart. You are beautiful. You are everything. And you are going to have a good life. Let them laugh as some listen to this podcast. Go ahead. But I can promise you again that what I'm saying is not just made up. What I'm saying is a certainty. It's a fact. Some of these things that I'm able to speak about, sometimes I don't even understand it myself. On how do I do it so easily? But you guys allowed me to see and find the answer for that. Because it was a gift. It was a gift given to my life. And I believe it's my job to stand here right now and deliver these messages. Sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes it takes listening to others. And if it takes me to speak to you, to help you build your confidence, to help you stand back up, to help you take control of your life, to help you make changes in your life, to help you build your integrity, then this is a gift that I accept 100%. I don't want to just have a good life for myself. I want you to have a good life. I sit around and, you know, I've been to many family reunions. And it's funny because all them family reunions I ever went to, no one really spoke to me. And when I did get spoke to, it was more, let's go over and talk to Johnny and make fun. Let's go make fun. And that's okay, because it taught me something. It taught me that same message that I delivered to you tonight. Don't let others control your life. I did that for a long time. Because of me listening to others when I was younger was another reason that I did not accept who I was. I did not accept being blind. I did not accept going to a blind school. I did not accept having to learn a different way. For many years, the most important days in my life was the days that I let it just fly by. Not a care in the world. I honestly feel reborn. I know that sounds crazy, but I do, because the way I feel today is so much different than the way I felt even 10 years ago. I feel it in my heart that I can change another person's life. And the reason I can do that now is because I care about my own. I care about where I'm headed. I care about the important things about my own life. And when you can do that, that is when you can start caring about others even more. Sure, I could have done it 10 years ago, but I would have never had the messages that I've had these past 7-8 years. Beyond podcast and YouTube, my next big thing is traveling and speaking. I want to speak to the world every way possible. I want to do my job while I'm here on earth. And I'm so happy to have all you in my life. And yes, it hurts when I see people not understanding me, but instead making fun. Instead thinking it's all a joke. But I don't hurt for myself. I hurt for them. Please understand that I don't make myself or put myself out to be any better than anybody else. But I do put myself on the line when it comes to giving advice and speaking up to people to help you make your life better. And that's why it hurts when I see these people and the things that they're going through. I don't know them personally, but I know the way that they're headed, and I know it's the wrong way. Friendship is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing when you can look at almost anybody and be kind and be polite. We wasn't put on this earth to hate people and treat them bad. But it happens. And we have to make the best of it. I'm always here to help you guys in any way I can. I appreciate you. You know, someone asked me a couple weeks ago, I was sitting at the office, and they said, What do you get paid for doing all that? I said, greatness. And my supervisor looked at me, and they what? Greatness? I said, yeah, I get paid joy. I get to rejoice to myself about how I know some people are looking up to me. I said, yeah, it'd be nice if I was getting paid, but I don't ask for that. And I'd still do it if I wasn't getting paid. And I still do it if I'm not getting paid. Because I do. It's not your job to pay me. You didn't ask for me to come and help change your life. I offered it. I offered a friendship. I offered a connection. I offered a mentorship. Guys, when I speak to you, sometimes I don't know how it even comes out the way it does. But it comes out to be so beautiful and so correct and perfect. And I don't write notes down. They usually say that, public speakers, they will have notes. They will write the notes down on a card. And they'll go by short words. For example, if I was going to talk to you about motivation, the speaker would write down speaking motivation. And then later on in the speech, I was going to talk about children and graduating. The next words under that line would be speaking, graduating, or children and graduating. Little words to keep my speech going. And the thing is, I never can do it that way. One of my instructors, they said, you are amazing because you don't even go by what's down on the paper or even on your recorder. And I don't. It messes me up. Believe it or not, it messes me up. And that's when someone told me, someone that has lived in this world a lot longer than I have, he looked down at me and he said, young man, the reason that happens to you is because you're speaking with wisdom. And you was given a gift. And he says to me, use it. Find ways to use it. And that's what I'm doing now. I love you guys so much. I could sit here and talk about this all night. But let me continue on here a little bit. And then we'll end this podcast. Listen, I joke around a lot. But I want those out there that might not know me or understand me. Or maybe you've heard all the wrong things about me. I'm not a bad person. I'm not out to fight with anybody. I got YouTubers that think I'm just a complete idiot. And it's unfortunate because they're not even going by their own opinion. They're going by what others say about me. And it only hurts me because they're missing a great opportunity. They're missing an opportunity to be a friend to someone that cares. Someone that just wants to help. And if you don't want to help, fine. But just be a friend. Don't be a fighter. I hate seeing it when we had to kick somebody out of the lounge. I hate it. But that's the way it's got to be. Because it's got to stay organized. And it's got to stay mature and appropriate. A place of kindness. A place where you can go and you're guaranteed with a certainty that you will not have to worry about the arguing. But I hope one day some people will see that. And they'll say, you know what? Look, I like your channel, but I also like his. Don't judge me for it. And if that still isn't enough, then I wish you the best. I don't have an evil heart. And I don't wish bad things upon anybody. I just want to make a difference in the world. I want to make a difference in people's lives. I want to be one of them people that when my day does come, that I'll be remembered for something great. And I mean that with all my heart. I don't want to be just someone that's better than anybody else. I don't want to be someone that thinks that, oh well, that person likes me more than you. No, I don't want to be that person. I just want to be the person that you can remember with good thoughts. That maybe one way or another I helped change your life. That means so much to me. And I've met so many good people. You know, a lot of people, they won't even want to talk to any of us over at the lounge because we're not against this person or that person. And all I can say is, I'm sorry. Because I can't do that. I can't judge someone through someone else's eyes. And it happens all the time. You come to the lounge, you get respected. You come to the lounge and you want to argue. Unfortunately, we have to send you back out the door. And just maybe, you might send a message and say, hey, I'm sorry. I really don't want to fight. I would like to hang out with you guys. Then I would have the kindness to allow you to come back through them doors. But we can't make choices for you. You have to make your own choices. But I can guarantee you that when you're in the lounge, you'll always be welcome there. Guys, I love you guys so much. And I hope you know that. I really do. Bubba Boo. Elmo. Blue Wings. Mom. Skulls. Country Girl. Sarah. Crystal. Christina. Diane. Donna. There's so many of you. There's so many of you, and I love you guys so much. Sean. Josh, I'm really proud of you. You're a good man. You really are. I'm proud that you're stepping up to the plate. You're taking responsibility. You're making your life better. And I'm so damn proud of you. I really am. Because I know that's not easy. Alicia, I am proud of you as well. You're going through a rough time. But you're fighting the fight and you're trying. And that's what matters. It's so important that when you see your life going downhill, you got to get up and start that climb all over again. But you're doing it, and I'm proud of you, and I love you for it. Amber, another great person. My blind mama's messy kitchen. A woman that I love and I will always love. I don't get to speak to you much, but we talk some. We have a special connection. The way we met, and now look at you. I don't take the credit for that. I just hope that I was a part in how you for the reason you stood up and got where you are today. I hope that, you'll always remember me for helping you in whatever ways that I possibly helped you. I hope that I was the person that motivated you. I really do. And I know you're going to say, of course you are. I know you'll say that. I'll never forget when your kid sent old man Roger candy. That was the best. Even though someone took it. We didn't get to finish that out, but maybe we can do it again. I hope so. Justice. Justice, you have been with me since the beginning. Guys, he's been with me since the beginning. This guy never knew me. But from the start, he has had my back. I remember when Charlie was making fun of me being disabled after he did a shout out for me. Not on that same podcast, or vlog, but anyways, in another one that he did. And I remember Justice leaving a comment, standing up for me when I hadn't met anybody else yet. I thought, man, I'm already going downhill. Well, Justice, you kept me going. Because you showed me that there's going to be people that's going to believe in me. People that's going to stand up for me. So I love you for that, brother. And I'm very honored to have you as a mod. Understand, when I pick you guys as a mod, I do it for a reason. Because I believe in you, and I know you'll do a good job. Now, I've just named off so many names tonight. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. If I did, it wasn't done on purpose. I can promise you that. Bubba Boo, you're another great person right there. Bubba Boo came in, believed in me from the start. Just Me, another one. A beautiful mother, an outstanding mother with nothing but great confidence in what she does and great confidence in her child. And I believe in you 100%. I believe we call you Chris as well. Well, I believe in you. Another one that I talked to outside of YouTube that has always been kind to me. Now, I don't know, again, the relationship that some people might have with this person. But they've never been mean to me or ever hurt me in any way. And that's Cowpoke. Cowpoke Radio. The guy's always been nice to me. And gave me some great advice. And he's a subscriber. A supporter. So thank you, Cowpoke. I know there's a lot of people that don't like you. But when you're in the lounge, you're hurting nobody. You will not be pushed away. So thank you. Wow, so many people. So many people. R&B, brand new subscriber tonight. Another one that I can tell is going to be a great supporter. Just like all the rest of you guys. Camaro, another great person that keeps coming back. Good old Sparky. Good old Sparky. Another beautiful person. People that have called on me for advice. I can almost connect every one of you with something positive. Well, every one of you that's subscribed and that are supporters. And of course, you've got Pookie Bear. My own blood. Someone that I've had a very close relationship with. We have been through hell together. And we have fought hell together. I've also got a niece out there. And your mom will direct you to listen to this podcast. And I want you to know something before I end this podcast. I have spoke of you on the channel. But not in a bad way. But in a way to say that I still believe in you. And as you was going through all these horrible things with being a user, now you're on the right path. And just know you can come in the lounge anytime. And everybody here will support you and give you all kinds of great confidence, because that's what we do. We got to take care of each other in this world. It is a mean, cruel world out there, but together we can defeat it, just like we do every day. I love you guys so much. I would love to talk more, but this is going to take a century to upload. I hope to talk to you guys real soon. Please remember, with some of the things we're still wanting to do for the lounge, we do that with donations, and if you can ever help, it's greatly, greatly appreciated. And one day, when I can afford it on my own, I will no longer accept donations. But instead, I will give back. I don't know when that day will come. We take donations now because it's the only way for the lounge to get things done. But just know, some of you out there cannot donate. And I know I brought this up before, but it's to make sure you understand that if you cannot donate, then you cannot donate. We still love you the same. Guys, I love every one of you. Check out the website, loungingwithjohn.com. There's the chat panel. There's Twitter. There's the YouTube list. You can donate from there. You can chat with people, contact us, and there's more great things coming your way. I love you guys so much. And please remember, if you ever need anything, if I can ever deliver a message that you're looking for, you just got to contact me. Tell me what you're going through, and I'll deliver a message. I love you guys.